Hey everybody, coming at you once again. So yeah, it's almost Christmas time, and we wanted to. I don't know.
You sound like Howard
You
Dean.
almost got it, dude. You almost got
I didn't know what to really talk about.
You almost got into it.
Pretty cringe. Welcome back once again, everybody, to another Social Time podcast. That's right, the second intro in a month or in a row. Boy, Cody. I just said my last name. Okay.
All right, Dion.
Power bending, bro. Power bending.
I mean, I don't know. They probably figure it out at some point because my username is literally across my Instagram and Xbox and Discord. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. This is a special and very holiday centric Social Time podcast.
What the fuck?
But yeah, so this is the podcast that'll go up right around Christmas. And we are going to talk about more Christmas related stuff, just like the last two podcasts. But thanks everybody once again for tuning in. I may forget towards the end of the episode, so I want to go ahead and say to everyone out there, I hope everyone has a great holiday. You know, whether you celebrate, whatever you celebrate, or if you don't even celebrate Christmas, but New Year's is coming up, so something to look forward to. Finally getting out of 2020.
Yeah, thank God. By the way, holy shit.
But yeah, I won't talk too long. Let's go ahead and introduce everyone, like always. Obviously, like I said my full name, but I am Code Black 24,
No, not your full
otherwise
name.
known as
You didn't say
the ringleader of sperm. All right, next in line.
I can't follow that up with anything.
No, you can say you're the subject of sperm.
I'm
talk about cum.
I don't. It's not true, ladies and gentlemen. You already know who I am. I don't even need to introduce myself. I'm always in here.
So well known at this point.
Yeah. I mean, if they don't know who I am, then that's pretty gay.
Well, got a point. I agree with that. Let's go ahead and tell everyone who you are.
All right. My name is Samuel. Said my last name. Everybody saying their last name today?
Let's just go ahead and dox our location.
Oh, our social security number. Let's go ahead and say it.
All right.
My name.
Address.
But yeah, I'm Sam. Y'all already know who I am. I've been. Yep. All right, let's keep going.
The
Go.
Dougie since 1999.
I am the Dougie. Dougie was actually a.
He didn't hit the Dougie hit him.
I fucked the Dougie.
Hello, everybody. I'm Neshka, otherwise known as Nathan. And I'm happy to be here on the holiday episode. It's really a good ass thing. The holiday episode. That's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I heard if you celebrate the holidays, your balls are huge.
In fact, they grow 2 sizes.
And filled with.
I heard if you put
mattress wetting, germ spreading, bed wetting.
Okay, give us there you go.
Banana spreading.
Still spreading.
Butt fucking.
Baby letting.
There you go.
Yeah.
Guns, go ahead and
add to the rap.
Go ahead and enter the rap.
Yo, my name is
Sam already say come in with me?
My name is Gun. Live in Delaware.
Damn. All right. There goes the Discord.
I got enough internet to give me underwear. Woo!
Dude, that had to be the whitest thing you've ever said.
Don't worry, ladies.
I have enough
I would say that's a dad
thing,
but Sam's my mom, so I mean.
I would say, yeah. Sam's
right,
mom,
I am.
So.
And I'm severely disappointed in you. Because you still live in Delaware. And not with your actual mother.
I'm severely disappointed in you, man. You're the one who left me here.
And we have a special guest for this holiday podcast. Do you want to?
It's my uncle.
It's his uncle, yeah.
Yeah, I'm his uncle, Mason. Hello.
Mason is my brother.
They live on 107 Thorway Avenue.
Okay, and
New York
Nathan.
I'm being held against my will. Please help me.
Guns, I do know your last name. I think. Do I
It's the
remember it?
Tarkov shooting squad.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
Mason, otherwise known as survivor of the Tarkov Shooter Squad. Otherwise known as the survivor of all video
dude,
games he
you
has to play
think
with
that's
Sam with.
that's not funny.
It's not funny.
That's
Dude,
really
that's
not
not
funny. That's
funny.
super insensitive. You fuck.
That's not funny. I
I had a
watched the
point in
boy
my
in the
list.
striped pajamas.
Okay. At least he's staying warm. All right, folks. Well, now that everyone's introduced themselves, welcome everybody. Again, this is the holiday episode. So basically, we're gonna be settling down. We've been kind of leading up to just this main topic. I don't know if you call it topic, because last time we talked about candy and foods. Then before that, we did movies. I'm pretty sure we did the same exact thing for
Fuck.
Halloween. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But today's just gonna be holiday experiences. What's the worst? What's the best? What's the cringiest? Most of it's probably gonna be cringe.
Memories.
So yeah.
Mhm.
So Sam, since you are the most cringiest out of all of us,
right.
what was your
First
worst?
story. I'm gonna break out the gate with. This was my worst memory of Christmas. So my mom has these little like old antique like manger nativity scene doll like things, and they're super fragile. So this was back when I lived in Tennessee. But so we were decorating the house, and for some reason I spun on my knee to talk to mom, and my foot hit Jesus. Dude, when I mean my mom teleported, she fucking teleported behind me and literally smacked the shit out of me.
Nani?
Like it was scary.
It's because you kneecapped Jesus. She came in there and gave you a what for?
Hey, our Lord and
Yeah, she
Savior.
was not happy.
Hey, our Lord and Savior, would you son of a bitch?
You know, it sounds privileged, but I really can't say I've had something fucking terrible happen on Christmas. Other than being
Wow,
sick, I've been
Dude,
sick
you're
like
so fucking
I've
privileged.
been sick like 7 times Christmas Day.
I think another bad memory I have. That was probably the shittiest Christmas I ever went to or I ever had. Was that year I asked my grandfather for like a bass guitar. Like that was the shittiest Christmas I think I ever.
Why did you get a pair of socks instead?
No, I was going through that phase where I was
I
like,
guess.
man, I
He
hate
got the bass guitar,
I got
so
the
that
bass
wasn't the
guitar.
problem.
I guess you weren't. I guess you
did-
weren't all
I
about
think I
that
did that.
treble then.
All right, bro. Mason,
best
I want
Chris-
to ask, bro.
Okay.
What's the cringiest thing you've seen Sam do?
Uh,
I want to know.
oh my.
Probably me butt
Dang,
ass
he pulled out
naked,
the Wind
literally.
Waker. Did you hear that? Oh, he's about to spin a tail.
I don't know. Like
It's
one of the
probably
things he
butt-ass
did all the
naked running up on the bunk with you and Maiko.
Yeah, that was pretty cringy. Yeah, I had a friend over and Sam had to take a shower and go to bed early and we heard the water turn off and he just comes running in like butt naked, suds everywhere, climbs up the ladder and yeets himself onto us and rolls all over the place. It was
So he's what was he trying to accomplish with that maneuver? Can you tell me?
Marking my territory.
I don't know. I guess he didn't want to go to bed and I guess he wanted to be friends with my friend, so
Oh, he got close.
that's
Damn.
Yeah,
That's the
they're
quickest
real
way to
good
do it, I
friends
guess.
Now.
Yeah.
I honestly think the most.
That was my docking phase.
Oh no.
Man,
The
we
most
all go through it.
constant cringy thing I always felt was every time we played video games, he would add his own sound effects
Oh,
on
yeah.
top of every sound effect in the game.
That sounds like some pretty No,
was-
I mean I probably do that too. Now that I think about it. You're talking about like,
Playing like Halo 3 and he'd have his own gun sound effects instead of the regular ones from the game.
Yeah.
bro, that just means he's living it. Come on. I don't know. You must have not seen the cringy things I saw him do then.
Nathan,
No, maybe I've
was
just blocked
cringy-
him out.
What was cringy that I did around you?
Dude, like half the time you're speaking in high school is just fucking like that's like half your fucking shit. And then also the fact that you'd slap with people with your lanyards and then you fucking would like try to eat me. And not sexually, just you, I feel like you were an actual cannibal at some time. So basically what I'm trying to say is don't shank Sam. He'll fucking eat you. Like a meth addict.
Love me some good meth.
Cody, I'm gonna ask you, bro. What's the worst Christmas thing you can remember?
Probably not getting the Gucci belt for when I was like 9 years old. No, I'm just kidding.
But say your dad spanked you with a belt all the damn time.
This was I was still a kid and I was like, oh, yeah. But
I'm in the sink.
so there was one year where I already had like a Game Boy Advanced, which at the time was like, well, no, they had just made the Nintendo DS, and I remember I told my parents, I was like, yeah, I want Santa to get me a Nintendo DS, and they were like, okay. So, and I don't remember how expensive it was at the time, but I woke up on Christmas morning so giddy, and I run, in the living room, and I'm like looking through my stuff. I see what I thought was a DS, but it was just another Game Boy.
Damn. They really
And
hit
I
you with that.
remember I was talking to my dad at one point because he was like, "Oh, do you like your gifts?" And I was like, "I will never forgive Santa." And then I learned later on,
I will
obviously
never
whatever.
forgive Santa.
But it's funny. I can actually find a picture of it. It was like a Nintendo DS, but I mean, not a Nintendo. It was a Game Boy, but it was just like,
The bottom half of the DS.
yeah, kind of like it was just a screen and it was all one thing. Because the normal Game Boy, you had to like flip open.
Uh huh.
Hold on, Game Boy. I forgot what they were called.
Oh, Game Boy Color?
No.
That's what Mason played.
Oh, I'm looking in Google Docs, and it's like that's not a text document.
Cody, what are you doing right now?
Game Boy Cube. I can't remember what it's called. I'll find it. But it was the weirdest thing because like I don't know. I mean, I think I ended up getting the Nintendo DS for my birthday.
I remember playing Call of Duty 4 on my Nintendo DS.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that was so bad.
They ported that shit to DS. I remember that.
Such a bad
They didn't even
game.
port it. It was a whole other game. That was just shit tier.
Oh, I had.
Yes, it was
You
so
hear
bad.
Captain Price, instead of saying Bravo 6 going dark, he just goes Autofiles. It's so fucking buggy.
Oh, it was called the Game Boy Micro.
Oh, yeah.
Here, I'll post a picture.
Could you talking about your
But
DS, bro? Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
I remember PictoChat. I remember somebody drew
I
a
was
dick
saying,
on
dude.
PictoChat on a field trip in 5th grade, and he got suspended.
Cody was fucking in it to win it on like it wasn't PictoChat. What was it, Cody? Where you could draw like stories and stuff and animate it and voice it?
Oh, Flipnote.
Yeah, Flipnote, dude. Cody, he was a
Ew,
wizard
what
on that
the
shit.
fuck?
What?
That's what I
Kinda
got.
game- Dude, I'd kill
Where'd you
myself.
post it in the? Oh my god, what is that?
Yeah.
And just keep in mind, this is the original, or this is the Game Boy I had.
Dude, that shit
And
looks
what-
like a fucking remote.
Are you winning, son?
No, Dad. I'm fucking switching through the damn TV channels. That shit looks like
Dad,
a
I
remote.
can't even read the screen.
What does that say? Fuck.
What will
Bang.
Santa will do?
I
Oh, I thought y'all
I
were
don't know
reading
why.
the.
Now that I think about it, alright, this is pretty bad and cringe. I remember for Christmas, I asked for a DS. Of course, this is when DS craze was going on, so all the kids were asking for a DS. I asked for specifically a gold-plated DS. I don't know why. I don't know why. I
Dang.
wanted some Gucci like shit, and I was like, yeah, I want a gold DS. So Santa, please give me a gold DS. And then I remember I woke up that day and I got a note as like under the tree, and it said, "Sorry, Nathan, I couldn't find a gold DS." It's like, but
Dude,
it said, but I did get you this, and it was an actual DS, so that was fucking lit. My parents
Sweet.
compromised. I didn't know at the time, but yeah.
Y'all
Oh,
believe
so
in
you actually
Santa?
had a DS?
Huh?
You actually had a DS?
Yeah, it was the DS Lite.
See, y'all
Ah.
believed in Santa. My parents were like bastards. They come from us. Show us gratitude, not Santa.
Damn, really?
Yeah, that's mom and dad
Bruh.
for you.
Bruh.
no way. So dramatic. Oh
Yeah,
my
really.
goodness.
God.
Our parents were very abusive.
Yeah, I can tell your dad's only the nicest man probably I've ever met. So.
I remember getting my DS. I think Mason, you got the did you get the Zelda one with the Zelda lunchbox?
Oh yeah, I got a Wind Waker lunchbox. It came with a DS protector and like 3
Oh, heck
styluses.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I had right there. We had Mario
It even had
Kart.
like it had a belt pouch where you could put it on your belt and slide your DS into it.
Holy
Pussy
shit,
wagon,
dude.
bro.
See, I was about to say, so you had the
There's some
whole
pussy.
equipment. You had all the aftermarket parts for the DS.
Oh yeah.
I
And then I
remember.
sold it to GameStop because I thought that would be a wise investment of my
They
money.
gave you 7 cents in return.
Yeah, they were like, "All right, here's
Yeah.
$5. Good luck, kid."
Have fun.
I remember playing Mario Kart, and you can blow in the center mic button, and it will like refill your balloons if you were playing like a battle
Oh yeah.
mode.
But it never
It
worked.
never worked. It was
Never
always
worked.
like,
You said they were. Well, I'm not gonna blow in the mic. That'd be really annoying. But yeah.
yeah,
Like,
it's just like,
oh my god.
Sam, do you remember Sonic Heroes
oh yeah, I love that
on the
shit.
GameCube?
That
Well,
was good stuff.
originally they for that Christmas, I believe my grandparents got me the coolest new Lord of the Rings game, and then my parents were like, "Oh, that's not rated his age, so we're gonna
Wait,
have to
what
take."
game?
It was like Lord of the Rings for the GameCube, and I was like, "This is the coolest thing ever. This is what I asked for."
Oh
And
yeah.
then I had to go back to Toys R Us with my parents and return the Lord of the Rings game and get
Oh my
like Sonic
god.
instead. And it was
Dang.
the
Dude,
saddest thing.
you just brought up a memory. I forgot Toys R Us fucking sold games.
Yeah, that's where you
Yeah.
got everything.
Dude, like, you just
Mhm.
blew
They
my
used to have
mind.
they
I
used
just
to have
forgot about that.
Zoo Tycoon and shit. Staples and Office Depot. That's the only place where you get
Dude.
Zoo Tycoon.
That is so shit that Toys R Us fucking went under.
Dude,
It's still they're
yeah.
still like 100% open in Canada, but
Wait,
Oh,
was it
you have to
is
move
it
the
a
game.
Canadian
Canada.
company?
oh, I don't know, but they're still open. Like you can order stuff from well, you have to live in Canada, I think, but
Yee hee. That is
Damn,
my
what the
guy.
fuck?
for I
I mean,
remember
not that it matter
having
now, but
Oh yeah, Mason. You talking about Lord of the Rings or King?
It might be. I had
Yeah.
to get it. I had to get it like a year or two later.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to play Lord of the Rings Conquest if you have never played that game. That game is the best game ever.
Yeah,
bro.
there's Archers in the Ruins.
I remember
Ah,
having a PSP.
oh
Dude,
yeah.
feel that in the morning.
I got a PS Vita
Damn,
nearly when
buddy.
it came out for it was like
Rich.
a bunch of Christmases ago. But I loved the original PSP, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the PS Vita. At the time, I didn't have like a PC and whatever, but I got that, dude. I don't know if it was just and they're like no one plays PS Vita anymore. Like Sony just completely dropped it. But dude, that was the fastest breaking handheld thing I had ever owned. Like
Most less durable fucking equipment ever.
I think within a year, like it just stopped working.
You know, that's really a weird time frame because I remember you having it, and we went on that church retreat, with your church all the way up in the some like camp. Forgot what it was. You had it with you. It was in the wintertime because we went
Yeah.
we went tubing.
And then it just shat out. Like I had the original PSP for like maybe 4 years, and it still worked. But yeah, and then Sony has yet to ever make another handheld um device.
That's something I'll give my parents. Like, I mean, thinking back on it, they were really good at knowing what I was talking about when it came to gifts. Because as a kid, I can imagine, dude, I was probably talking like a fucking magician. when I mentioned shit. They probably couldn't understand any type of rune I was spouting. So the fact that they could figure it out, that's pretty damn good. So I'll give my parents that.
I remember my parents used to give us like these magazines that we had to flip through and circle what we wanted, but we never got what we circled.
Oh
Yeah, but it
yeah,
was
I used to do
fun.
it too. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
problem is, at the end of it, 98% of the magazines circled.
Yeah, that's true.
They look
I
at it and go,
remember. I remember when I was in elementary school, there was a site that Toys R Us was doing, and you would go on there, like kids would go on there, and there was these two like vats, right? And one vat was like, "No, I don't want that," and then one vat was like, "Yes, I want it." And you would like drag certain toys into each vat. I remember my parents didn't know that I had gotten on this website, but I remember going through the entire like thing until the very end, and my mom like the next day, because it was like, "Oh, do you want to print out your results?" And I was like, "Yes," or I like sent it to my mom's email. She picks me up from school and just hands me like a chunk of paper, and I'm like, "What's this?" And she's like, "It's your list." It was 4 pages long.
Oh my god,
Toys,
Cody! Damn,
but
dude.
They all better be wrapped before Christmas.
Yeah, they're like, we'll have to swing the budget on this. You order the entire Sears catalog. We're gonna have to wait till it comes in. Back when Sears catalogs were a thing.
I just
Back
put.
when Sears was a thing.
Back when Sears was, yeah, back when Sears
Oh
was a
yeah,
thing.
that's true. That's. I remember we were sitting down when I worked at Tractor Supply, and it was actually close to Christmas, or maybe it was after Christmas. But the boss sat us all down. He's like, guys, he's like, if Tractor Supply doesn't make a change, he's like, I could see us shutting down in a couple of years. And sure enough, that was before Kmart, Sears, and like all those other businesses went out of business.
Right.
And now it's just crazy to think that may be the possibilities for a bunch of these like walk-in stores, here in like
Couple
5-10
years, just
years.
completely shut down. That's like, I don't know. There's still some Kmart's around, but no, they're nowhere near as spread as they used to be.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the only
I mean,
ones
I
near us shut
swear.
down.
Yeah, couldn't you even buy cars from Sears?
I think so. You could buy literally everything. Like I think Sears was so good in the like back in the late 1900s because it was one of the stores that pioneered the modern supermarket store today. Like how every store is like Target and Walmart and stuff like that. Sears was like the first bit of that. They had everything. And then you had different stores like Home Depot,
Well, they did.
and they had everything branch off into specific stores that
Sears
that.
Sears never sold like food or nothing. It was mostly like tools.
Yeah, it was like appliances for your kitchen
furniture.
and then it was like toys and stuff like that. Like it would never be
Oh, yeah.
produce. It would always be like household items besides produce. They sold
But
cars,
Sears is, just always been there. And then I remember like
but they've never been
hearing the
outside of
news.
malls.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but
I think that's the biggest thing that killed them is they've never been outside. I've never seen a Sears outside of a mall.
yeah, that's true.
Like if you would put a Sears like you would a Bilo or well Bilo sucks, but if you would put a Sears like a Walmart or something, it would work. But they never put like the only way I could go is to drive 45 minutes away from my house to get to the nearest mall, and then go inside the mall, which was a shit show. Excuse me, and then yeah.
That's why a lot of these businesses, just for that exact reason, that's why a lot of businesses are going out of business is because the fact that people don't want to like leave their house essentially.
That's why I mean again, Amazon is rich for many reasons, but one major reason, bro. I ordered my presents and gifts for people for Christmas. All that shit came within 2 days. Didn't have to worry. Got exactly what I asked for.
Can I refund my present, Nathan?
Damn, really? You gonna hit me with that?
That's also if you pay for Prime. If you don't
Yeah,
pay for
that's
Prime,
true.
you just have to stick with
But I
normal
mean,
shipping.
as much as you order it, like my parents use it all the time to order people stuff and themselves stuff, so that's why they got it. It's honestly worth it.
Yeah, we
But-
had it for a while, but we got rid of it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You're arguing towards the fact that like that's what's going to eventually shut down most, or I think at some point we're gonna see a switch where I mean they may keep up, like the stores open like Walmart and Target, but I think eventually most stores are gonna be online like completely.
That's gonna be sad as fuck though.
Yeah,
It's
because
gonna
I
be
Yeah.
mean,
depressing. Cause there's a you can say it sucks ass to go to a store, but there really is a charm to having to go out and get something physically,
Yeah.
like shopping for a
yeah,
store.
I was thinking about it one time while I was at work, and I was like, there's downsides to both, and there's upsides to both. The upside is you get exactly what you pay for. You know the condition it's in. You can, see, and you get it that day. Like if you order something, and this is like especially clothes and stuff.
That's the
Like,
biggest thing. They cannot do that to clothes, cause I don't understand people who can buy clothes online and feel safe about it. I never want to do that. I can nothing ever fucking. Then again, I look like a toad, so it doesn't help. But like, it doesn't like trying to fucking find shit that fits is not good. Sorry, Cody, I didn't even cut in very hard, but yeah, I
well,
agree.
that's like I was watching this one video. I think it was either a guy or a girl, but they had bought clothes and they were showing how like terrible it was. They had bought a bunch of clothes on Amazon that was from like China or Japan, and because you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say all of them, but most Asian people from China or Japan are shorter than
They're
Yeah,
smaller.
their
most
sizes are all
Americans.
different.
Yeah.
So she picked out like a small, and she ended up getting it on, and she literally wore the video, and it was tiny, and all the clothes she ordered over like $200 to $300 worth of clothes was all the wrong size.
Yep. That's like I ordered a tank top, Dragon Ball themed, of course. Big weeb.
I remember that.
And oh my god, dude, that was a size small. I like back then when I was skinnier, still skinny, but skinnier then to where I didn't have any muscle on me. Size small fit me fine, bro. That shit was undersized small. That was a size tiny. Like that shit clinged to my nipples, and that shit almost cut through my shirt.
That was a cool tank top though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It pissed me off because that thing cost like I don't know how much. It was like $20, which okay,
Yeah.
we'll call it whatever it is. Maybe that's not expensive, but still, something to buy online that you don't know what you're gonna get for, and you get it, and yeah, it turns out like shit. I don't know.
Even different, yeah, even different brands just in the U.S. like don't use the same small
That's
as
the thing.
other
That's why.
brands.
That's
Yeah,
why it's
that's
so
true.
valuable to go shop for clothes, because like you just one brand, everything you buy. Let's say you get things in medium or larges, dude. You go get a shirt at Walmart, get a large, that shit's in fucking 4XL. You go to like Kohl's, get a shirt for a large, that shit's in a small. Like you just have to try the shit on. You have to.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Unless you
yeah.
want me to sit in my fucking living room and tailor make everything myself from like
And
deer
see,
hide.
that's the annoying part is like, especially with, you know, Christmas stuff, like ordering stuff online. The crappy part is like, so you get someone the wrong gift, or something's wrong with the gift, or you get the wrong size, whatever it may be. The crappy part is, I mean, you don't really have to worry about it as the person buying the gift, but the person that has to do the return, they have to do it online, and not only do they have to send it back to Amazon,
Yep.
which takes however many amount of days, but Amazon has to contact the people that supply the product, then they have to send it back to you, which I mean, I've never had to do that, so I don't know what the timeline on that would be, but I could imagine you get the present on Christmas Day, right? And it's from Amazon, and then you have to do that. It's probably going to be 2 weeks before you
I'm about to
actually
say.
get the
So
gift
like,
you wanted.
it's funny you think about it, right? Buying something is like 2 days you get it. Returning that bitch, it's 2 weeks, maybe if not more. Unlike a store where you can go, that's what I'm saying. You need both. You need walk-in stores and you need fucking. Imagine, all right, this just sounds ridiculous, but imagine an Amazon walk-in store where you walk in and there's toys and shit like that you can get. And now, obviously, they couldn't stock everything. It basically, you know what Amazon walk-in store would be? It'd be a fucking Sears. It'd legit be a fucking Sears.
IKEA.
Full circle.
It'd be
No,
full circle.
wouldn't it be a Long John Silver?
We'll get to that in a second, brother.
That's in the back.
Yeah, that's in the far back
That's in the back.
where they get returns in quotations. No, like I just realized. Yeah, an Amazon would be a fucking Sears. It just becomes full circle. Damn. Well, now we know the future. Walk into Amazon. Amazon's the only store you get it from.
Bro, I don't know if you can. No, I'm actually certain you can. And I don't know how it works because you can order like milk and like produce and stuff from Amazon.
Cereal.
And I'm not really sure
Milk.
how that would work and if I would ever do that.
Yeah, it's like the grocery thing. It like works a
Is it?
lot different than the regular.
Oh, so it's a separate thing.
Yeah, like I remember looking at it, and it's like a time delivery, so they deliver things like at certain times throughout the day, and then it's
Ah.
basically like Uber or Lyft. They kind of hire out drivers who go to like your nearby Walmart and pick it up for you and bring it at a specified time. Like they have like 4 o'clock deliveries, 8 o'clock deliveries, or something like that, and you just kind of pick one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I accidentally almost ordered something through that, and it was this whole different process, and it was asking for all this different confirmation. It was really weird.
And what was that again? I'm sorry, I zoned. I zoned out. I forgot what y'all were talking about for a second.
We're
Long
talking
John's
about
over.
the STD clinic.
Oh yeah, you got to get your results in at that point. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
talking about Long John Silver's.
I'm positive for gonorrhea 19.
Yeah, everyone's apparently catching it now. No, but you're talking about Long John Silver's and shit, and we were explaining it before. It's not that prevalent in America at all. I can't even think of a restaurant that goes crazy for Christmas in America. Can anyone name one? Like one that does
Oh.
specifically Christmas thing and is like they're huge pushing product Christmas, like a fast food chain or a restaurant that pushes Christmas stuff.
I mean, I would. I mean, I've
Mm,
never gone around Christmas time, but I'd probably say Chick-fil-A since they're like super
I
like
mean,
religious.
maybe like Denny's really have the Christmas flavored pancakes or something.
Yeah, but it's always like one item. I'm talking like they
Yeah.
change their entire menu for something.
Oh.
No.
I mean, like, basically what I'm trying to get at is that America doesn't ever do that. But countries, and we talked about, like Japan, dude, KFC in Japan, literally, that's what they get their Christmas dinner from is KFC. They have, like, fucking turkeys and shit you can order from KFC Japan.
Well, I feel
It's
like that's
insane.
because, especially like America nowadays, I feel like a lot of these fast food companies don't want to be inclusive like that, so they don't because Christmas, most of the way you look at it is, um, like a Christian holiday.
Right.
And I mean, some people just think of it as like, oh, getting gifts and stuff. But I know, uh, one of the girls from SCAD, she's Jewish, and she absolutely hates all the like marketing that is pushed towards like
Christmas.
Christmas. Like she hates the ads, she hates the sales, she hates all that.
Well, see, it's like, I mean, for example, in Japan's case, and the guy who I watched a video about it said this specifically. He said Christmas in Japan is all about the consumerism because they don't care about. It's not that they don't respect it, but they just don't have the Christian side to it because they're not a Christian country.
Mm-hmm.
So all their Christmas is consumerism. Kind of like honestly now how Christmas is for America. The only thing that's really celebrated is the consumerism part anymore.
That's like, wasn't Valentine's Day like strictly created by like the jewelry
Saint
companies?
Valentine.
Yeah, it would have
I
been
don't
Saint
know.
Valentine.
Like Valentine's Day is literally just like a
Oh, I see what you're saying. Kind of like
capitalist.
the diamond ring really isn't that valuable, but like the big diamond companies got together and kind of turned it into the ideal gem for a woman.
Oh yeah, so that's how it's
Yeah.
looked at now.
Actually, yeah, I have heard that diamonds really aren't that.
God, there's another. Oh my God, now that just triggered something. There's another company that like it's not valuable, but because so many people. Oh, orange juice. Orange juice is not something you normally drink in the morning, but because they came together and marketed it that way, now everyone thinks that's when you drink orange juice is in the fucking morning. Like before
I mean,
they
that's
did
It's a
that,
conspiracy.
that's before they did that. No one did that. No one drank like
I mean-
people did it, but it wasn't like, hey, this is the time to have orange juice in the morning.
that's with a lot of stuff. Like, for example, leading into the fact I was saying earlier, and also for anyone who didn't, I actually knew this before the fact, but Coca-Cola. Actually, okay, so Santa Claus, the idea or the drawing, whatever, or of Santa Claus started from a newspaper like advertisement back in like 19 something. And I remember hearing a thing about Coca-Cola is Coca-Cola pretty much made our modern like view of what Santa Claus looks like the glasses, the hat, the
The old
beard,
man, yeah,
the old like jolly Saint Nick.
yeah,
And you can see it on a lot of like older Coca-Cola like merchandise. Santa Claus was like their biggest, like they put him on almost everything.
yeah. I'd
Um,
say, you know what? Yeah, I'd say Coca-Cola out of almost every other company does it the most about Christmas, or did. They don't really do it anymore, but of course,
yeah,
because of reasons. But that's like, I'm sorry if I'm culturally insensitive in what I'm about to say, but that's like a lot of the like Santa Clauses, Saint Nick, stuff like that, Father Christmas from other cultures, or like even our own culture. He looked like like Gandalf or a priest before Coca-Cola turned him into what he is now.
Mm.
Like you look up pictures about it, he looks like a priest.
He looks like a saint. That's why he's called
but I
Saint
mean,
Nick.
That's what.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
most of these companies though, that I mean, that's what they've done. They've dictated like
How it looks, the image.
how things should be, and then that's just how it's
They
how
have
it's
too much
been.
power. Rise up.
All right, guns. Good talk.
Okay, I was literally just about to say something, but
Wow, that timing.
I was about to say, honestly, in my opinion, Santa Claus is just Jesus in disguise.
Might be.
It's true.
It's
Honestly,
too convenient, man.
honestly,
You need to watch out.
doesn't
Them
exist.
Illuminati about to come for your ass. They ain't got far to
How do
look.
you think Santa gets anywhere? He doesn't have reindeer. He just walks on the water.
That's racist.
He has the same black boots from that SpongeBob episode.
He kills all the
Must be
infidels.
SpongeBob.
Kills all the what, Cody?
The infidels
Steps.
too.
Did he hand out fucking smallpox Christmas presents?
No, he hands out the what's the
IED?
one like the rocket that they sent. He sends out the V2 rocket.
What? Is he German now?
Yeah.
He's German?
Yeah,
German
Father
Santa.
Christmas.
And this is harking back to what Mason was saying about the diamond thing. There's actually this guy, I've seen him a couple times on TikTok. I cannot remember the name of him. If anyone listening ever comes across him, his page is so cool. But he turns like random crap that he finds like on the sidewalk, the street, whatever. He turns it into jewelry. And I remember watching him one time. He found like a piece of glass from a beer bottle, and it was a clear beer bottle, clear glass. This man sands it down. He, you know, laser cuts it, all this stuff, and at the end of it, he like took the like little part of a spoon and he melted it and like bended it. By the end of it, he looked like he had a diamond ring, and he spent like, you know, I don't know how expensive diamond rings are, but it looked like an official like wedding ring, and he made it out of beer glass.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tells you, bro. Tells you something.
So it's
I don't know. Now that you mention it, I don't know how I feel about all those companies dictating how I do shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm now gonna rebel by having an orange juice glass at night, every
At-
single night.
At dinner.
Yeah, at dinner.
Yeah, right after you brush your teeth.
Yeah, right after. That's like actually, that's what's shitty is that in the morning I'll brush my teeth and then I'll go down and get orange juice, and that shit tastes like pure fucking battery acid.
this is
Like I
a
just
oh
ate a car
gosh,
battery.
this is a general question, but it seems to almost always happen like if I take a shower and then go somewhere. But do y'all ever just get frustrated at the fact that you take a shower, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you clean your bunghole. Well, then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stay clean for the whole rest of the day. And then as soon as I get to like where I'm going or to work or whatever, I immediately take a fat hog dookie.
Cody.
And I'm like, bro,
Fuck,
that
bro.
why? Like, it makes me so frustrated, and it always happens. I'm like, what's? I mean, I'm not gonna say what's the point of like cleaning my booty crack, but at the same time,
What's the
like,
point in wiping, bro?
how is it fair that I clean my like
How is
My-
it fair? Why?
that I clean my marina trench, and then as soon as I get where I'm going, it's just, and then I'm back
That
stinky.
nervous stomach hits you hard.
Cody,
No, it's just,
you gotta remember that you're the guy that like poops himself all the fucking time too.
bruh.
So,
Cody, you're the guy who shit his pant. Alright, you need to calm down.
Hey, at least it's the one part of your body designed for that.
That's true.
It's true.
yeah.
It's doing its part.
Cody? Are you trying to make an apt argument for the reason for us to have bidets in America?
No, we should just all wear diapers.
Just be the most
We
messy-
should all like 2020 or excuse me, 2021 should be the year of boss baby. Like we should all just be boss baby.
You've reflected me back to the fucking new Boss Baby ad where she says boomers, and I just wanted to fucking rip my earlobes off when I heard that damn shit.
I think I'm gonna go into my first big job interview, like interviewing for like Disney or whatever. I'm gonna wear a full-on tux, but the bottoms is just gonna be me wearing a diaper.
With a binky in your mouth. My name's
Yeah.
Cody Green. Boss
Well,
Baby.
Disney doesn't seem to have high standards, so they'd probably hire you.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I wouldn't have to leave the interview,
If
and
you
if I get a
told
nervous stomach, I just shat.
If you told them that was culturally apt or culturally appropriate for you, they'd probably let it slide.
I'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is what my entire culture does." They're like, "Where
Yeah,
do you
this is my
live?"
religion.
They're like, "Where do you live?" I'm like, "The crib."
The crib. Okay, that is the most
My
badass
crib.
joke. Yeah.
MTV Cribs. It's just me like sitting in an oversized crib, like rocking back and forth, just pooping.
Okay. That is someone's fetish.
Next step, argue
Oh,
for the
yeah,
state
yeah.
to take care of you.
There we go.
That's
the
true.
next step. So we got argument for Boss Baby, drinking orange juice, not in the morning. What else can we can on this fucking shit?
Don't shit in the toilet.
I
Shit
have
in
a
your.
question for you two, Sam and Mason. You live in Tennessee. How often did it snow?
I think
Uh,
that was
Never.
Never.
One.
We were
Once
we were
in
in the
about
middle
a
of a valley.
Oh.
Knoxville was smack down in a valley, so all the kids to the east and west would get snow days, and we
Your
would get
school would
nothing.
never be canceled.
Wait,
Never.
I thought Knoxville lived in L.A. Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, I doubt they get snow either.
Snow in California, it could. Really. It could. Could when Cody
Dude.
got there and saw all the different women there.
Hey, it'll snow there if I get a little excited. I'll tell you what.
Stop.
Sam, stop. Yeah, it's supposed to be a family-friendly episode for
really.
Christmas and holidays and everything else.
That's
they
true.
celebrate.
That's true. Forgot. Family friendly. I can't talk about.
That's like, and yes, I did this back about 2 or 3 years ago. So Sam, every time we give you shit for it, we're just memeing. But I remember when I was watching all the Family Guy episodes, and I think it was in the first season they had a Christmas special. But the Family Guy like animation, when was Family Guy actually like the first season came out? Was it like 2000 something or 1990s?
I have no.
I think 1999 was when it started.
Okay, so same year as SpongeBob. Shit. Anyways, the first one, because the whole first season looks kind of like shit. But they have the whole Christmas episode. I just thought about it. I'll tell you, that's one thing. Like American television, bro. Cartoons, when it became Christmas time, almost every single fucking cartoon had a Christmas episode. Always.
That's true.
SpongeBob
Charlie
had
Brown
it.
Christmas.
Yep, Charlie Brown. Well, Charlie Brown probably pioneered that shit. Now that I think about it, that's a classic.
Dude, why is Charlie Brown's head built like one of my testicles?
Flat and 3 hairs on top.
I remember like watching almost every like Charlie Brown movie, and then there's that segment where the girl, I forgot her name, she's like, come kick this football. And Charlie Brown's like, I'm going to get it this time. And then she would always, like, pull it out, like, pull it away from him as he was about to kick it. And then he, like, flies up in the air. Oh, that really razzled my funny bone.
Well,
every time.
she's also the psychiatrist. So how do you
Oh,
think
yeah.
she guarantees her business?
Didn't she, like, didn't, like, every movie she had a stand that was, like, sucky 5 cents or something?
Yeah, she keeps Charlie Brown crazy. That way he keeps coming back.
Coming back.
She
for
said,
more.
"Oh, Charlie."
Oh, don't do that.
No.
Crazy for that Snoopy droopy cock.
All right, bro.
Okay.
Snoopy Droopy.
I've got an appointment at Sears. I'll see you later.
I gotta pick up my fridge.
Hey, Snoopy don't
Ready
gotta
to go.
talk. He's got something that talks for him.
What?
I said
What's the na-
Snoopy don't have to talk. He's got something that talks for him.
What's the name of the bird?
Tukey? Wasn't it Tukey?
No.
It's something.
No,
It's something
Tukey.
weird.
Hold on.
Like Woodstock.
Oh, Woodstock.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woodstock. Yeah. Damn.
Y'all remember when
Tukey.
that's a bird. I've heard Tukey from somewhere.
Hey, we talked about this. Tack in the power of fucking juju? Probably.
Oh.
Probably.
Oh no,
George-
that
George-
game.
George of the Jungle, Tookie was the toucan.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in so long.
I remember he would always go, Tookie.
Dude, you went into the fucking memory banks of that shit to find that. Damn. Are you talking about the fucking one with Brendan Fraser?
I think so,
Or the
yeah.
Disney one?
Yeah, I think it was the live action one. I mean, he was in all of them, but that was
Poor guy. He was such a good actor.
He was, man. Mummy?
before his-
Mummy one? Damn.
before his wife took everything.
Yeah, 95% of what he had.
She said, "I'll be taking my side of the cup."
That's why I hate women.
Yeah?
Yep.
I feel it. I don't know, that's just getting me to thinking about, like, everything that so we got businesses that celebrate, you got TV shows. No, again, food really lacking on the holiday celebration part, or making it fun at least. That's the shit that pisses me off today. Is the fact that, like, living in America, right? It's a good country, given everything else considered. But it's
okay.
like it's just like we don't have any set. I'll say this: it's jealousness because we don't have any set culture, so we don't have anything like super big to all gather around to celebrate. Because there's so many different people here, it's all split up all the time.
Wow, you're sounding like a white nationalist over there.
Dude, oh my god.
You want an ethno state?
Don't hate
Yeah,
me, please.
Stop.
No, you're right. I mean because there's so many different like faiths and practices.
Like that's a
It's
cool
kind of
part.
hard.
That's really cool that we
Nathan-
can do that, but I'm saying it's not as connected. It's just like not having traditional food or traditional because we're such a young country, you don't have all that.
Well, the idea was always like you don't unite around that, but unite around the fact that we're all Americans and we all believe in the American ideals. But now those are being destroyed, so
now no one gives it. Now people are being raised to hate America. So
yeah, which is
Nathan-
obviously why there's so much division.
You're forgetting about Dogecoin.
we should all just celebrate around gotcha games. That should be our new Christmas celebration. Cody, if there wasn't enough fucking consumerism, you got people in Asia literally wake up. This is their routine. Wake up, take covers off, drink coffee, get on gotcha game, look at gotcha game while I'm on train ride, go to work, shit for 8 hours, get off work, gotcha game till train ride, go home, wake up the next day, do it again.
I mean, hey,
You
boss
said
makes a
the
dollar,
American,
I'll make.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I just had two maniacs talk and confuse my brain cells.
I was saying, you mean the American the truth that wakes up, plays gotcha game, and plays
Yeah,
gotcha
but see, the
game.
difference is he gets paid for it. Name me a
Yeah,
name
paid.
me-
He
name
somehow
me-
gets paid enough money.
Is there a lot of Asian gotcha YouTubers?
Probably is, yeah, I would imagine.
Not for Fate and
Isn't
Grand
isn't
Order, that's a
Tiger
different
Uppercut
story.
one?
No, he don't live in Asia. He's not an Asia guy.
Well, I didn't say he lives in Asia. Doesn't he have Asian descent?
He probably lives in America. I'm talking about people who live in Asia, like Taiwanese or Chinese or Japanese or something that plays gotcha games. that does it on YouTube for a living. Of course, then again,
Well, apparently.
most countries besides European, American, and some Asian have fucking most of the internet blocked anyways, or can't get access to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
send
heard it.
I'm gonna send a picture of my
Shit.
balls
You know,
with the Russian hammer and sickle to across the
Wouldn't that be our?
the Asian
not your balls,
internet, and
our
it's gonna
balls.
lock down the internet.
We can't have this. It's never our balls.
It's like when Discord tells you a file is too powerful
Yeah, your nuts are now too
or
united.
too powerful for the internet.
Yeah. Damn it! Now I was gonna say something, but now you got me thinking about is your nuts.
Now you got me thinking about nuts.
Oh,
They got me
shucks.
thinking about your balls.
I don't know. I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Have y'all ever seen an Africa-centric fucking YouTuber right out of Africa?
They're
I'm talking one that like a big YouTuber from Africa. They'd have to speak English. That's rule number one of getting on the entire world side.
yeah, that's true.
So basically, any country that doesn't speak English or doesn't have studying for English is basically left out.
Isn't Mason African?
I don't know. Mason, you're African, right?
Can we move on to another topic? This makes me
How do I answer
this is too personal.
How about this? How many subscribers do you have? Let's ask. Gotta be famous.
At least 25.
At least 25. I mean, that's pretty good.
All right. I
at
think
least
he
the
rivals
size of your-
PewDiePie.
That's at least the size of your entire village.
Yeah, does my grandma count?
Yeah. That's part of
Bro.
the village, is it not? The Tennessee village?
That's 26.
You guys ride elephants in Tennessee, right?
Speaking of, I was watching a video the other day of this girl talking about random facts. I don't know if this is true or not, but she said that you could fit the entire world's population into Texas and give them I can't remember, like 100 square foot of land, but you could fit everyone in the world in Texas.
Have you seen how big Texas is when you put it over like Europe?
It's big.
It's like massive.
Germany is smaller than Texas, I think.
They underestimate how many fat people live in the U.S.
That's true. Body mass is a bit different.
Well, if you look at the U.S. or like most of the world, like you see all the news like, oh, the overpopulation, this is so crowded, but then you actually see that like it's something like a crazy high percentage of the land is actually totally uninhabited.
Yeah.
So
The thing about U.S. that's actually pretty good is that majority of our land, and the Midwest especially, has just a huge expanse of land that no one's living on. Probably because there's nothing to do there. But
ride elephants.
yeah, you could ride elephants through Indiana. That'd be pretty fucking
Can
exciting.
you fit those in Texas as well?
Oh yeah, you can definitely fit the entire world's population of elephants into Texas.
Everyone has their own space to ride their elephants.
Yeah. Are we talking about India now? That's what it sounds like.
I think we're talking about Far Cry 4.
I was gonna say, are we talking about Far Cry?
Can we get like a Kentucky Derby with
Bro,
elephants?
where's Herc when you need him?
Yeah, dude, if I need to find a Herc, all I gotta do is drive 10 minutes to the nearest gas station. I'll probably find one.
The Dollar General?
Yeah. Find the nearest southern person there. No, I
It's
find
true.
ghouls at my fucking Dollar General.
Yes.
Then you hear the cool opening
I
and you
just
start the
sneezed.
play.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the part of the podcast where I tell y'all yet another random Christmas facts.
Cody,
Wait,
you're-
doesn't
Cody,
that
you're like
doesn't
20
facts
minutes late.
happen after Sam's game?
Yeah, Sam hasn't even done his game show. We're not doing a game show because it's Christmas.
Yeah, we need a Christmas game show.
No, we're gathered around the fire right now.
Well,
can't talk too
they can
loud.
do game shows at
Can't
fires.
talk too loud, or the dog inside the living room's gonna wake up.
I will throw them in the fire.
Damn, guns! You cat person,
I mean, better food, but like still.
Food. We got done talking about. Never mind. I can't make that joke. Fuck.
Exactly.
I was on the cusp, but I knew it'd get me fucked. Y'all can decide what I was gonna talk about, but you didn't hear me say it.
Asian Wawa.
Alright, so our random fact for this podcast about Christmas related.
Okay.
So Christmas used to be illegal. Oklahoma was the last U.S. state to declare Christmas as a legal holiday in 1907.
What the fuck?
Imagine banning Christmas.
Oh, you don't have to imagine it. We'll have it in about 10 years. They'll ban that too.
I mean, I don't think. No, see, the thing is, we wouldn't have Christmas in 10 years because I think the human population would be extinct by the time.
Give it 10 years, we'll all be in a post-nuclear fallout.
I mean, look how it is nowadays. I'm pretty sure my thing will stand up and be true.
Hey, if I can walk across the desert hearing and then have a giant fucking wasp come up and eat my booty, then I'm fine with it.
A wasp?
Yeah, the Cazadors from Fallout.
Oh, yeah.
Except it'll just be TikTok thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
With wings.
As long as we have quick save in real life, we're good.
Yeah, I was about to say, I could quick save.
As long as we can
quick save
like
before
set our
starting
spawn points.
quest, fucking nuclear night.
It's a good thing I put my.
Fucking world gets nuked.
It's a good thing I put my last quick save in 2019, so we'll go ahead and reload.
So let me ask you, if that was the case, would you rather live out the nuclear fallout, or would you rather relive 2019 quick save over and over and over again, never having to be able to change events?
I don't know about you, but I'd rather go back to the 2012 quick save.
I don't think if I had the option, I don't think I would want to change anything up until this point, but I would love to go see, like, you talk about different realities and stuff. I would love to go see a different reality where I didn't make the certain choices and like the things that happened. Like, I would love to see the different branches of every like decision I've ever made.
That's like, yeah, because that's like they were talking about, like, a lot of time they say that, like, I don't know, there was some like effect or some scientist that said that if you go into a different reality where you made a different choice, a lot of those realities would you be dead. Because like certain choices that you make continue your path, and it's some weird like science thing, but
You mean multi-universe theory?
well, yeah, but it's a lot more grim than that. I can't remember. That's like when a couple of the guys in the Discord were talking about the Mandela effect.
Mandela.
Yeah, where they're like things you remember being a certain way, but it never was. Like Jiffy peanut butter was never Jiffy peanut butter. It's always been Jif.
Or Bernstein Bears being spelled a different way.
Yeah, everyone has different spellings of how it is. There was another thing they said that was wild too that I always thought.
The thing that like blew my mind.
Looney Tunes.
I strictly remember it being spelled a different way, but Oscar Mayer wieners.
Yeah.
It's Oscar Mayer, like M-E-Y. I always thought it was M-A-Y.
See, that makes you wonder. Is it the fact that we're crossing different parallel universes, or is it the fact that we're all just stupid?
It's most likely that second option, to be honest.
I don't want to talk about too many conspiracy theories because I feel like that'd be a cool podcast topic one day. But I will say that I saw one on TikTok one time, and this guy said, he was like, what if, because obviously the Mayan calendar that, a couple years ago, everybody freaked out because 2012 was the last recorded date that they had.
Yeah.
And, everyone was like, oh, it's, end of the world, whatever. Well, I saw a theory that this guy said that in 2012, he's like, what if we entered a different reality? And he's like, that's why so many people like around that time started imagining things like the Mandela effect. Things just started seeming different, and then now you have all these videos.
It's gonna make me sound like a conspiracy theorist, but you just gave me chills thinking about it. Like, the reason I say that is because you have people who are freaking out about Y2K. You had people freaking out about 2012 and stuff. And it's just like, this is just my mind thinking, like, what if, right? Most likely it's not real. But what if, like, if that's the case, like we don't notice it, but like that era of a certain thing ends and then it restarts into a different like thing.
I
And I'll
just
tell you.
love.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I just love those poor Mayans that were working on the calendar. You know, they get to 2012 and they're probably like, all right, there's no way we
There's
need to go
no way
farther
we're
than
gonna
this,
get that
right?
far. Yeah.
They're not going to get farther than that.
Let's just stop here. And then little do they know that 2012
2022.
rolls around.
People in like
Everyone,
2012 are like, dude, what were they on? Yeah, that's like
But
no.
I like, and I don't know. Like, obviously, no one knows like time travelers like glitch in the matrix. I've seen so many videos of like things that shouldn't happen that people like got on camera,
Oh
like
yeah.
birds just freezing in place, and then like right as soon as they like get underneath them and start recording, the bird just like shoots off.
Yeah.
lag
And
spikes.
Legs
yeah,
fell.
exactly.
My
Real
pig's
world
trash.
lags.
But there's and for anyone listening, or y'all can even look it up. I saw another TikTok, but there's this guy that claims that he's from the year like 20, I don't know, 2050 something, and people weren't taking him seriously, right? Because obviously, anyone can claim they're from 2050, whatever. Well, he told the internet or whatever, he said, okay, he said, you're like, I don't know, what are we on, the 44th president right now?
45th.
Who left those guns? The 45th president, he's like, all right, the 50th president or 60th, whatever, a president way far in the future, he's like, this president is going to be such and such. And he gave the first and last name. And he said the year that he was like going to get into office and stuff. And people were like, we don't believe you. That's a bunch of hooey. Literally, the year that guy came out and said that, and there was more detail in it than that. The kid with the exact name was born in the like same location that the guy said.
So like, hey, skeptics could chalk that up. It's like, hey, well, he said that, and he knew someone who was gonna name their child that and everything. But then again, did he say exactly how the child was gonna look?
I don't know, but I think that the child that he said was like on a completely different side of the country than he was.
That's what's the name
And I
of the
mean,
guy?
I don't know, but you could probably look up like guy predicts future president or something. It wasn't
I
that
feel like
long
if I
ago
do,
that
we're
he
gonna cross
predicted.
into another stream, and then we're just dead. Uncharted territory we shouldn't be going to.
But it's pretty crazy. I mean, I've never really believed the whole like time travel thing, but just that instance when I heard
He
it, I
could
was
probably
like,
he could probably get more votes than Kanye.
Probably, yeah. He was actually on the polls this time. That's like, here's the thing, and I've always kind of stood by this, obviously, but it's like, I would rather people open like up questions to that instead of immediately denying it. Cause there's always a what if thing. Like you can't just say that's immediately not real. It's just like us saying there's no way someone's ever gonna travel outside of the Earth. It's impossible. And then someone goes to the moon.
Yeah, that's like.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say there's always a way to do something, and we just haven't figured it out yet.
It's kind of like why the word conspiracy theory is like a cop out. Because some things are, yeah, like, what if aliens took over and made reptoids like, the president? That's, of course, but like, there's a lot of things that have some legitimate, like, criticism or support, and the news or anybody else just says conspiracy theory. And so as soon as you slap that label on it, even talking about it
It's
kind of labels you like a
yeah,
it makes you like a pariah.
It's like, okay, again, conspiracy theory, whatever. But look at the fucking Denver airport. Have you seen the shit at the Denver airport? Look up pictures of that place. Like, it could be very big possibility. It's just an artist with really weird taste. Could be not. I'll say this though: if you look at the Denver airport and look at the horse statue in front of the building, the artist who was making that horse statue, you look at it, it looks demonic as shit. he died while making that. The head fell off and killed him.
Oh my goodness! I've only seen that from really far away and once briefly.
Yeah. Have you know what I'm talking about? That statue?
Yeah, the giant green metal horse.
Yeah. Have you been inside?
I've been in the airport, but it was very brief.
Was it not? Did you see all the weird shit?
I don't remember anything. I was on the way to a business interview, so I had to quickly get down to
Oh
the
yeah.
carpool and.
Yeah, they say like not only is like all this weird shit in the Denver airport, but they also say like there's like a whole other structure beneath the airport. Like a whole just perfectly preserved building structure underneath the
It's
airport.
it's kind of like how you have like some fanboys around certain fan bases that no matter what you say, they'll do the work for the company. It's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing with the government. If they did happen to have something there, all they have to do is wait for regular other people to say that's a conspiracy theory, and then they'll
Yeah, and then
just
they're done.
fight amongst themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like all they have to say is that's a conspiracy theory, and then their problem is solved. If that is the case, that's like again big if. But if that is the case, their problem's fucking solved, baby. They already got it. It's just like
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like people are sitting here. I hope everyone knows that we technically have proof of other life or other sentient life. They have come out and said, like they've showed a bunch of pictures. They have that video online about the Air Force chasing UFOs that we can't like we don't know about. Like there's no way we can even conceive about having an aircraft like that. There's a video online. The guy who saw it came on and talked about it. And sure, you can say, well, that's just staged. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't know. You look him up. He's an actual aircraft pilot in the Air Force. Tons of years of service, credible and everything. So
Yeah.
they found. I mean, we can't explain what the hell they were, or what but they were UFOs. We couldn't explain the technology. Nothing on Earth would have that good a technology unless someone has found something that technologically advanced, and the world hasn't even known about it.
Hmm.
So, I mean, this thing, there's a lot of different things you can't explain, so that's why it's like, sure, you can cut it off and say, well, there's no way that can happen, be skeptical, but I don't know. There's so many things that we can't explain that happen. I mean,
Yeah.
all of space we can't explain, not really. We have a rough idea, but there's things that still go, well, how the hell is that made? We don't know. We haven't researched it enough.
Yeah, most of culture, especially in the U.S. and kind of science as well, puts a really, really high value on There's nothing unknown, and there's nothing supernatural, and there's nothing unexplainable.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I know this is kind of weird going on a Christmas episode talking about like all this shit. I mean, hey, technically fits if you believe in any of the, religious parts of a holiday, all of it's supernatural or whatever. But I mean, there's a lot of like again, to preference, most scientific theories are theories.
Wow, you can't say that. What are you, a science denier?
Damn, I'm a vaccine denier now.
Yeah, you anti-vaxxer.
Anti-vaxxer plus science denier plus I'm just actually a crazy hobo.
As the other half of the scientists in the room sit awkwardly because no one cares to ask their opinions because they don't match what everyone else wants them to
Like,
say.
whatever, bro. Cody, can you get that guy to? Can you get him and ask him what's gonna happen to us in the future?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the exact. I found this thing about this boy claiming to know like what's gonna happen all the way up until like 2030. He says
That's 10 years
in
away.
2028, he's like the first manned mission will land on Mars, and he's like we will also come into contact with a new breed of alien.
New breed, that implies that we've already come in contact. Wait a minute,
Yeah.
I got questions.
He literally says he's like you won't want to miss it. It's crazy. And then he says the president in 2028? No. Also in 2030 there'll be a new president, Yolanda Renee King, which is apparently she's going to be sworn into office at the age of 21.
You can't.
You can't. Yeah.
Can't do
Well, no,
that.
apparently though he says there's going to be a new law that's going to take place right before she becomes president. And she's the granddaughter of Martin Luther King.
Does that person actually exist right now? Because she would be born around this time.
Yeah, she's young, but
I'm gonna be real. I don't agree with that law. I'm not gonna be someone who support. I think you probably should be 40 years old before you start calling the shots.
I mean, that's not even a law. You'd have to have an amendment to the Constitution.
Yeah. You'd have to completely I mean, that'd be a change, bro.
Yeah.
That would be a big change. That might be on par with getting rid of the Second Amendment or free speech.
The next amendment, the next president shall be determined with 0 other qualifications, the one with the most TikTok followers.
Oh, dude. It might be that. Whoever has the most TikTok followers. Well, damn, Cody, you better start getting on the grind. You might become president at that point.
Dang, yeah, I just saw another article and another person said his granddaughter was going to be it.
Is everyone saying their children are going to be the president?
Hey, if everybody says it, someone's bound to be right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
it's like a horoscope.
You know the people who like read in like hands and stuff like that? They'll always say like, really general shit. It's just like, yeah, it's bound to fucking happen. It's like in the year 2030, you know, we'll have more advanced spaceship technology. Well, no shit. Like,
yeah.
SpaceX is a thing, bro. Unless SpaceX dies within the next 2 years.
Bro, you know, in 1 minute you'll be able to breathe oxygen again.
What if I actually die?
Whoa, how did you know that?
What if I die in 1 minute?
You would feel bad.
I'd be dead.
Your reputation is
2020 going out with a bang.
Oh.
Dang, I can't find this this article.
We can research it.
That's because the deep state already banned it.
I'm about to say.
That's true.
From your feet to
took it away.
Eyes, you can't look at it, Cody.
Now let's have our cringy intro to NordVPN. Thanks for sponsoring us.
I wish
NordVPN.
If you guys are tired of paying so much online, get Honey.
There you go. Honey's a kick-ass sponsor. I've used them a bunch of times.
Raid Shadow Legends is probably the best.
You know what?
You mean the forbidden sponsor?
As much as we shit on Raid Shadow Legends, they really do be out there supporting the creators, though. YouTube is doing it. They are. That's like if you become a YouTuber, smartest move, sponsorships and Patreon. Don't even worry about AdSense, buddy, because you should put it on there anyways, but you ain't gonna get jack.
Right, you said Raid Shadow Legends is paying more than YouTube does.
Yeah. Yes, they are. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I salute all the people who are spending money in that game. You are keeping creators alive.
Yeah, I've heard it. They pay pretty big money for each of their ads.
I mean, if you think about it, really, AdSense is like so much money a month. But if you get a sponsor deal, that's like $1,000 immediately. And Patreon, which pays the monthly bill, so.
Oh, yeah.
If you can get a following, which getting a following in YouTube now is very hard for a lot of people. But,
content creators are kind of.
Well, I'm going to let it be. I mean, wanting to be a content creator, since so many, especially a lot of the Gen Z people want to be it now, it's going to be very difficult to become a content creator after a while. You're going to honestly, it's going to go back to how old YouTube was with MCMs. You're going to have a company backing you to push you and promote you.
Oh, Machinima's coming back.
Might be. Alternate timeline. Hit that another count. That's like right after. I was going to say earlier. I'm sorry. We'll wrap it up soon. It's already been an hour 13. I was going to say it earlier. But, it's like. We live in an alternate timeline. And then, like you said, as soon as, like, 2020 passed or, like, it became 2016, all of a sudden they found, like, a whole, like, storage room full of the extra calendars that went past 2012. Where the shit was that for the last time we've been studying the mines?
I don't know. Then I saw, speaking of the mines again, I saw another thing that said that we were wrong and that the mine calendar actually, like their 2012 was our 2020.
Damn, this shit's late.
Uh-oh. So it's still gonna end in
So
2020.
wait,
Is that what we're saying?
2012 was supposed to end 21st of December. That's tomorrow.
That's great.
From this recording. So guys, if the world's dead, you ain't gonna see this episode.
Yeah.
At least the aliens can enjoy
the
it.
last message that you won't get.
At least the like internet overlords.
I don't. I don't think this is the same guy, but this article I've been seeing it across like many different websites, and it's the guy. He claimed he was from the year 2045, and he took a lie detector test, and they asked him all the questions, and he passed it when he said that Martin Luther King's granddaughter was going to be president.
I mean, then again, trying to play skeptic again. I told you guys not to do that, or tell people not to do it. I'm doing it. Just to ask questions, right? Again, there's people.
Well, you can get past the lie detector test
Mhm.
with lying. You just have to be calm.
I was gonna say, like, there are people who can completely convince themselves that certain things are true, even though it's not, and they won't go off a lie detector because, like, actually they think that's real.
Yeah, even someone just lying can. That's why you can't use it in like a court case.
Yeah, just not good enough.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out in
Tomorrow
like 20 years.
or 20 years to see who it is.
Yeah.
It's like if we get enough if we pass that around enough, it eventually happens because we made it happen.
I mean, that's also like, I don't know. There's a word for it where if you like force it into existence, kind of like, I don't know. I can't think of the word, but if you say something's gonna happen and it happens, like,
Because enough people support it or enough people get behind it.
yeah, enough people like if you put the idea in people's head, I don't know. Like I could make a prediction. I'm like, okay, uh, mm, we're all gonna ride in the same car at B Dubs, and we're all gonna order the same thing.
Yeah.
Like y'all are like, oh, that's stupid. Like, what prediction is that? But then the second we get to B Dubs, one person's like, I'm gonna order this, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna order the same thing too.
Yeah.
Like,
It almost like wills it into existence because enough people get behind it. It's like if you were to say such and such person on YouTube is going to get this many subscribers, and you keep passing it around, people are going to start subscribing, and then they're going to have that many subscribers because so many people said it.
that's
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what charisma and politics are all about.
Yeah, exactly.
that's true.
You just say kind of what you believe is going to be, and then enough people will believe it, and then hopefully they'll all vote for you.
They all vote
That's
for you.
like,
The strategy, and
and I
some
know
money on the side.
it's a TV show, but if you look at like actual mentalists, like in the throughout the world, and that's why I love the show. Just how he like. So basically, the mentalist is a guy that's a mentalist, and he works with the FBI to like catch murderers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so crazy how mentalists can like. And it's not even the fact that they're reading you, like, they don't look at you and they go, "Oh, you're," like, I don't know how to explain it, but they basically suggest you to certain things,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's how they can tell you, like, what your personality is, like, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. It's just so
That's
like,
how they figure out what makes you tick, basically.
yeah, and I mean it's so crazy,
Also,
like,
we lost Sam. He's an AFK now.
dang,
He's gone to the nether realm.
Why
but
don't you move them back?
I mean, you can if you want.
Oh, okay.
You can if you want. I mean, it's not.
No,
It's not there.
check podcasters.
Oh, okay.
but
yeah, I agree. That's pretty wild. They can find out how a person's gonna act, and then they already know like what those type of people are. It's like the people who claim zodiac signs, but they're not. They're not absolutely unaccredited.
Well, for example, like I remember watching this one, and he's, I guess, like a famous mentalist, and he went on one of the morning shows, and he was sitting there, right, just like sitting there normal, and then he started asking questions. Well, he would move his hand around, and he wasn't doing nothing, at least to me, to like make the host like say a certain number, but he was like, you know what? He's like, I'm gonna read your mind, and the host is like, what are you talking? He's like, okay, and he's like, I want you to think of a number, and the host is like, okay. He's like, can it just be any number? And he's like, yeah, what? So the guy's sitting there, and he just, he gets real close and backs away a couple times, and then he goes, "You're thinking of a good one, aren't you?" And the host is like, "Yeah, I guess." And he's like, "Huh." He's like, "Would you be freaked out if I told you your number?" And the host is like, "Yeah, obviously." He's like, "I don't think you could get it." And he's like 42, and then the host just like goes back in his chair, just like
Whoa!
freaks out. He's like, and of course, I mean, there could be more to it, and there could be, but it's so like, and I've watched some clips where it's just like them doing it in like a shut off room, and it's just little things that people do with their hands and like mentally that makes you think of what like
that number. That's like, I mean, it's like the art of illusion in itself. I mean, yeah, you could say it's a fucking Skyrim skill tree, but the art of illusion in itself is the diverting of someone's attention, which makes you look like you're invisible. That's what illusion is. Like, you see a lot of like magicians and stuff. That's most of their tricks where like they pull something out of thin air. Is their illusion on like diverting your attention.
yeah.
So it's like, and also it's like the same people who are masters at certain things, like quote unquote masters, but like they're so good at something they seem inhuman. It's like, if you ever seen the video of the guy, the fastest shooter ever, like the fastest person with a gun, that dude looks fucking like, it looks like he's inhuman. He looks like his speed is like an android, but he has a whole method behind how he does it, and he practices all the time. So it's like, I don't know. I don't even know how
I was muted. I was saying something, and
your whole
I was
sentence was muted.
I was sitting here. I just freaked out for a second because Cody was telling that, and he was like, "Oh, you're like messing around trying to think of a good number." I'm like, "Let me guess, 42," and then he says that, and I was like, "What?"
Cody just fucked you.
No,
It
I
was
was
the
sitting there
hands.
thinking of that number, and then
You know what's weird, Cody? I thought of that
What's
number
that?
too. I'm not gonna lie, I thought 42
It's
as well.
it's so weird. He's like, "Yeah, think of a basic number." I'm like, "Oh, like 42, I guess."
Hey, that might be the Mandela or the whatever the popular
See, I'm
jump over
telling you,
trick. That might be the trick where we all agree that it was 42, even though it
dude.
probably wasn't 42.
That whole time before I started telling you that thing, I was thinking of the number 42.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we all thought about it, and it could be
Like,
that
kid you
we,
not.
now that we're thinking about it, we're all agreeing to it, and we actually didn't. But in our minds right now, like even now, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I thought 42, and I can't think of any other number I thought of. That just
I
happened
was
in real time.
Yeah, I literally just thought of the most basic number I could find. And usually my resort is like 56, but somehow 42 popped in my head.
Mason,
Uh-oh.
you gotta give us what it was. What'd you think?
I thought of like 8,600 and something.
Wait, get this man. He's breaking the code.
One
Yeah.
out of one out of
Trust it.
4 people are different.
You can't control me with your mind
I am
powers.
too. I've had too
he
far
has
into
he has
the
like the
Matrix.
tinfoil hat on.
Yeah.
Says your powers do not affect me, lizard people.
Then again, my first thought whenever someone says that is to always pick the most unguessable number.
Unguessable number. Yeah, 8 quadrillion times to the 14th
Just
power.
throws a decimal in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a fraction. 8 to the 100.
If they ever say I'm gonna guess your number, and I think of a number, and they're like, "Okay, you ready?" And they say like, I don't know, something like 7, I'm gonna be like, "No, I thought of Google."
Wasn't even a number.
You know Euler's number? That's what I thought of.
Yeah, there we go.
Dude, I
See, I
remember.
thought of 8, but like ripped in half.
8 radians, not
There-
8, digits.
I don't know if he graduated with us, Nathan. I don't know if you
What's the
remember
full
him.
name?
He was in the drama class. I think his name was just Chad. I couldn't think of his last name even if I wanted to, but
Okay.
I had homeroom with him my senior year, and I remember there was a bunch of kids like at his desk, and they kept asking him to do a magic trick. So I turned around and I'm like, oh, I'll watch you do a magic trick, whatever. Well, he does this like awesome magic trick, right? Like he was like, "Is this your card?" And it actually was like legit. So I was like, "Okay." and this kind of goes with the mentalist thing, like what you were saying. I was like, okay, I'm gonna, do it. And he did that somewhat classic trick where he's like, pick a card, right? And he, I pick a card. And he doesn't look at it, and he's like, go ahead and sign your name on the card. I'm like, okay. So I sign my name on it and I hand it back to him, or I put it back in the deck, and he goes, okay, I'm gonna try and get your card. And he shuffles it up like 3 or 4 times, and he's like, okay. And he fans them all out, and he's like, is this your card? And I'm like, I look at it, and I'm nowhere near him, right? I'm like at this desk, here's his desk, and I never watched him get up, nothing. So he he's like, dang. He's like, well, I guess I couldn't get your card. And I'm like, oh, it's whatever. So I turn away and face him, and he's like, oh wait. He's like, do you have a pencil I can borrow? And I'm like, sure. And I like reach in my pocket. Kid you not, my card was in my pocket.
Cody looks at it and goes,
And I looked at him and I'm like, you did not. And he was like, is that your card? And I was like, yeah.
I went to leave, and then my teacher fell through the ceiling with a card stuck to his foot.
One that spelled Andy on it, and I knew I was fucked from that. That is fucking crazy, bro. Like, even if it is just, you could say, like, illusion or whatever, that's insane that people can do that.
I remember in one of my I think it was the elementary school. There was like a magician that showed there. The man threw a card to the roof, and it was there for half a year.
Damn. he fucking
Like it wasn't
throwing
like
started.
spiked into the roof, but like it was like flat on the roof.
What?
And then one day it just magically disappeared. I was like, what?
Damn, he left his fucking magic spell.
But something else that happened in elementary school, and I don't understand how I did this. I was just like, it was like chill day, you know. We were just messing around. It was like one of the last days, so we didn't have work. And they had these like, like pile of cards and like a tin case. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, I'm gonna do something cool. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I put the cards in there facing up. I close it, and I'm like, this is what magicians do. I shook it twice and like put my hand over it. I opened it, and no lie, they were facing upside down. And my face, I didn't know what happened.
Absolute just insanity. You're like, there's no way this can be. Also, Sam, welcome back.
That was a
Unless
quick
you
share.
did you drag him?
And then drag him.
Okay, he's here.
I remember in high school at Blue Ridge, someone was doing this magic trick, and he did it for someone else, and it was really cool. And I asked if he could do it for me, and I picked my card, and it was like 5 minutes of this intricate, like shuffling and moving and all this stuff. And by the time he got to the very end, he held the card, and he goes, "Is this your card?" And I felt so bad, but I'd already forgotten what card I picked.
Oh my god.
So I was like, I really appreciate your effort here. This is really cool, but it might be.
I forgot. You wiped your mind. I'm telling you, Mason, you're breaking the code of the universe.
I know, he was hacking into the mainframe.
Yeah, and he failed his hack because you completely wiped all memory at that point.
Dude, instead of completing the hack, he just wiped it.
He just steals your wallet instead.
I remember I was in the hypnotist that came for senior day.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Because a lot of the chorus kids selected the people to be in it, and they were like, "Oh, Cody," or I did it again. They were like, "Cody, come on up," and so I went up there, and at first, like, I didn't want to. I couldn't fall asleep like everyone did, so I just like pretended and I like fell down. But the weirdest thing was like towards the end, like I never fully fell asleep, like knocked out. But dude, he was like, when you go through the doors out of the auditorium, he's like, everything that I did will like remove from you. And he was like, at the snap of my fingers, he was like, get up. And so he snapped his fingers, and like we all stand up. Dude, and I think Sam was there,
I was there. I was watching.
or maybe it was Tyler. No, someone was with me afterwards, but I could not stop laughing.
What the fuck?
And
So he planted like a laugh bomb in your mind.
I don't know. Like I laughed at everything, and then we found
It's like when you get drunk, just fucking loosen your mind to the point where you
we
just
found
laugh.
yeah, exactly. Well, he was packing up his stuff, and Tyler and Kaylin at the time were like, they were like, "This is not Cody. This something's wrong." And they took me back to him, and he did his like guru, and I just like stopped laughing. But I don't know. That was the weirdest thing. Like,
He fucked up your brain, so you had to go back and repair it.
cause
Go back to the workshop.
yeah, he's like, "Dang, this retard's having to come find me after the."
Okay.
But no, that was speaking of like mentalist, because
I said,
at
I've been
first I
mental
just
class.
at first I just didn't want the guy to like feel bad because it like wasn't working, and he even told us, he was like, if you feel like nothing's happening, he's like, get off stage and go back and like sit in the audience. I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and he changed your personality. He fucked your brain after that point. He warned you, bro.
That's what happens.
He warned you.
You don't feel anything.
Yeah. He says all
So
you do is
yeah,
laugh at everything.
he hypnotized me, I guess.
Which makes you wonder if every other person that stayed up there had the same thought. I don't want to go sit back down, so I'm gonna
Dude.
pretend.
Well, I don't know, but Hayden, he got up on the stage and like he kept picking on Hayden because and again, I don't, to be honest, Mason, I have no idea if he was just playing into it or what, but he made Hayden do all kinds of stuff. Like at one point, he was like, Hayden, reenact that scene from Footloose, but he's like, you're a
Retard.
you're like a stripper or something.
Oh, God.
Dude, Hayden gets up out of that chair and they start playing music over the like intercoms in the auditorium. He gets up and he's like, like
Oh my
like
God.
strip dancing, and then he was almost about to take off his like pants and clothes, and he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. He's like, don't take off your clothes. And Hayden just like, he almost did a split.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
his
like,
fucking pelvis breaks on stage.
I wonder how
like,
ethnic.
Stupid.
I'm kind of scared of this hypnotist. I don't want to know what goes on in his private practice
But
now if
he's
he can
like,
do
I'm
that.
gonna make young boys dance. Fucking, maybe he had a different alternative motive.
dance, dance, take off your pants.
Oh my God.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ.
He says, the number you're thinking of is 69.
Oh my God.
Let's do it right now.
But-
Sorry, children. Miss Watson says no. The goblin herself speaks.
Okay.
She said, we can't do it on stage.
Not here.
Okay. I remember people used to during the power hour they used to bang up in the catwalk.
Oh yeah. And smoke up
I
the
remember,
plant.
yeah, someone told me that Reed, Cody, Drew, they would go in on the catwalk and smoke some
Devil cabbage.
joogie.
Yeah. It was a good hangout spot. And then you have all, of course, during the Christmas time, you'd have all your recitals and fucking plays and shit. Which I don't know if we even had any Christmas plays, but we've been there. People were banging and smoking. Hey, that's every day now, just banging and smoking.
It's true.
Well, I
And
believe it.
pooping.
Yeah, and pooping. That's true. Now we've officially gone full circle. From Cody shitting his pants to not talking about shit. Well, honestly, I think that's about everything that we can cover now. This has been the longest one we've done so far. So
Yeah, I think it works out though. It's
the
it's
holiday
not like
special.
last one where we ran out of stuff to talk about, and then we were like, okay, let's end it.
Sometimes it be like that, where you just run out of stuff to fucking do.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how fucking Joe Rogan does 4 hours. Easy.
Well, he most of the time has like interesting guest.
Yeah,
So
like
I mean,
famous people and stuff.
they just normally talk about
Damn, you
like
gonna talk about Mason that way? Shit.
Yeah.
Ma-
Y'all gonna have to
Mason's
fight
not
now.
interesting. He thought of
No, not really.
8,266.
I don't know. We have an actual genuine hacker here with us. Man who can break the mold of the universe. That's pretty interesting to me.
Yeah.
But even though we bounced around a lot and a lot of it didn't pertain to Christmas, I think
Hey, we nailed the majority of it in the beginning. So. Then we
Fuck.
just went
Yeah,
on
that's true.
conspiracy theory. Anytime we just start getting the conspiracy theory boner, and now it just hits that hard.
yeah,
With
like
the
a good-
Christmas
Do
thing.
like boners.
Christmas is conspiracy.
it's true.
It's employed by the government to make you buy more things than consumerism. Please don't believe your government.
And Senator Grady told me to make you gay.
I remember that. All right. Well, I guess that's it. So, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Mason, thank you for coming on, bro.
My
Enjoyed-
God.
enjoyed your company. Thank you very
Of
much.
course. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And
Shut up.
I don't know. We probably will. Don't count on this. We might not.
No, we're not.
We might
Nope.
not get to a New Year's episode.
nope,
If we don't,
nope.
we'll do the New Year's thing after 2021 starts. But whenever we see you again, I guess either it's gonna
Oh,
be back as we
Nathan.
got- But did y'all hear that?
Wait. Don't touch me there, Nathan.
Also, I want to say again, no, I did say it at the beginning, but I want to reiterate. I hope everyone has a great holiday. Hopefully, we can do the New Year's episode, but we will be celebrating just like anyone else.
Yeah, that's all I was saying was I don't know if we'll be busy or what people will be doing or plans, so it just depends. But we will get around to a New Year's thing. If it's not on the week of New Year's, it'll be closely after that. So, which would be a good episode because we can talk about what we want to go right instead of fucking wrong.
But yeah, happy holidays, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to yet another Social Time podcast. We really appreciate it. Everything that I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, thanks. Don't forget to smash that bell, hit the like, follow us for more. My OnlyFans is half off through the month of December, so go ahead and
Only 25% of our listeners are subscribed, so
hey,
Please hit that. Please change that number.
hey, let's just say you get my OnlyFans. Santa isn't the only one with a big sack, I'll think.
Okay, bro.
No, but thanks for, even though we haven't done this for a whole year yet, technically, 2020's been a crazy year for not only all of us, but
Everybody.
for everyone. So, appreciate everyone listening, making us part of your coronavirus.
Chill
hang
session.
on.
Something to listen
yeah.
to while you draw or something.
Have a great Christmas holiday. Have a great New Year's. And may your balls grow in 3 sizes like the Grinch.
How it should be. And again, yes, you guys take care. Have a great Christmas. Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Whatever holiday. Have a great one. Be with your family. Be careful. No, it's not like your mom. Just have a good all. And like I said, if we're not there for the day of New Year's, then afterwards. But let's try to make 2021 a good one and not a shit one like 2020 was, because I think we could all use a fucking break. Kind of like what Cody said. But thank you guys so much for watching. As Cody said, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get notified when we upload. We do it at least once a week. Now, not going to hold to that because it may change. We did have a break not too long ago, but we're going to try to get it at least once a week. So be notified for that. And make sure to share the video with your friends. Be a good thing if they just want to play it in the background. But yeah, that wraps up. So whether you're Sam,
Sorry, Mom. Go ahead.
hope you have a good holiday. Whether you're viewing from home, school, work, or whatever it may be, thank you for spending your time with us socially. Happy holidays, guys.
Come.
Bye.